Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. My name's David. Today's video, we must let go of reaction. The world is coming in perfectly. Now we're hitting something really big. I mean, this is by far the one thing that keeps us stuck more than anything in a reality we do not want to be in. How many times a day do you say, I wish that wouldn't happen? Or why did they do that? Or why did that happen to me? This idea of this world that's unfolding from the outside, can you feel it? It's coming to you. And we say, I don't like it. And we try to invalidate it. We try to push against it, how it comes in. This is everything. Now, there's something called law of attraction. What is law of attraction? It is the organizing principle of everything in the universe. Abraham Hicks says, it does not make mistakes. It is perfect. Now, it is taking in consideration all vibrations of all beings, not just us, but all of consciousness holds a vibration. That law of attraction is factoring in all of those vibrations. Somehow, everywhere, all places. And we are getting the culmination of all those vibrations. Don't ask me how this happens. It's amazing when you think about it. And as it factors in all those vibrations, that massive universal law and force, that's what comes into your life. Somehow, that's what comes in. Now, we have been taught you're making mistakes. You did things wrong. Like we are a body making a decision from my brain that is not right. Oh, I made the wrong decision. I shouldn't have done that. Therefore, I push against myself. I smack myself. Right? And we pretty much, from these decisions, we decide to push against ourselves and punish ourselves. This is where it gets really interesting. You are not a body. Everything that comes in, not just your body, but your life, from the people that come in, from the experience that are experienced, from everything is being factored in based on your vibration. Your vibration includes it all. And as it comes in, that organizing principle puts it together in a perfect way. So when that ego perspective says, no, that shouldn't have happened, I want you to imagine how much that part of you is trying to invalidate how the universe works. Think about that. Everything is done in the inside. The outside's a mere, like that, just a mere reflection. It's nothing. The inside, the experience, the feeling, the flow, all that vibration and those parts coming together from the inside first and foremost before it reflects out into the experience of a physical manifestation is much grander, much bigger. And believe it or not, what we came here to experience more than anything is the feeling of all of this, not the form. The form is small. All that factored in the inside perspective from your vibration moving through law of attraction, and of course, in accordance with all that is, by the time it manifests in your particular life in a physical way, whether if it's a body thing, whether if it's an experience, a person speaking, the weather, doesn't matter what it is. It has been factored in perfectly. I like to think of like the Christmas when they say Santa checks the list twice. This is kind of probably where that came from. That's what everything is being checked over and over and over, so to speak, and it comes in perfectly. And I want you to really think about that. Your life manifested is perfect. There's never a moment for a reaction to it. From little tiny things that come into your body from your vibration to things that come in from other people, from what we experience, what we see, all of it to other people and how they respond, they are allowed. We have to learn to allow people to be as they are. It's the only way. As Abraham Hicks says, we did not come here to control one circumstance, because you can't. As soon as you push against something after it manifests, you are invalidating all of that work that was done from the inside, vibrationally. Do you follow that? That's why if you react to anything in your life, it doesn't feel good, does it? That's because you're pushing against a massive force. As a matter of fact, that one little tiny part of you was pushing against the whole of you. And that doesn't feel good. You're pushing against something that you cannot win. But more importantly, you're sticking yourself to it, because everything is a certain reality. And as you look at something and say, I wish that wouldn't happen, you're saying, I want that to happen again. And therefore, you're calling it to you again and again and again. Now, I get that that's difficult. Pain in the body, dis-ease, loss, things coming in. I mean, it could be something as big as a crisis coming in, house burned down, or lost your money somewhere. Or it could be a disease in the body, or it could be a problem just in the body. But it is perfectly supposed to be there. As Bashar says, what makes you guys think that the universe makes mistakes? I want you to understand that it's not about you, just that one little part of you. This is a collective that is working on your behalf. Everything, every little tiny thing, I can't say it enough, to the littlest tiny thing in your body or to anything that presents to be outside, because this is all, so to speak, outside, is all coming from law of attraction based on your vibration in a perfect, perfect, perfect way. Never a moment to react. But if you do react and say, I don't like you, now you say, I do like you. The universe doesn't know the difference, so now you attract it and it comes in again and again and again. And it's going to feel bad because you're moving against this massive force that wants to love you, wants to bring in the path of least resistance. When you see it as the most resistance, you push against this massive force and you start attracting it more and more and more. So by far, reacting to your life keeps it the same. Robert Smith, those of you that know him, he said that his teacher once told him the only thing that needs to change is reaction, and you will become enlightened. Because the more you don't react, the more you trust the universe. Know that you are part of a mechanism and a law and an organizing principle that is factoring in. Wow. I mean, think about how much that law of attraction is factoring in a vibrational standpoint. All that is moving it perfectly, even according to just the movement of your hand. Everything has been factored in to be a part of it. That's hard to understand, isn't it? Everything. We are all one. One part moves, they all move. Just like Tai Chi. One part moves, they all move. All move. And that's no difference between any of us. So regardless of what reality you're experiencing based on your vibration and your frequency, you could be sure that what's coming in is perfect. The world is perfect. And when you look out and see other people doing certain things, it is perfect for them. This is something that we don't want to hear because, boy, we love to push against what comes in. But that's what keeps your vibration low, guys. That's it. I know it's tough, but the more you understand the principle of the inside and how much is being factored in before it manifests, the more you will realize what I'm saying is true. And the more you'll stop reacting to the things in your life, to the people in your life, to the experiences in your life. A little bit more each time, of course. And then from that non-reaction, you will see your shift change, your vibration shift change. Everything will start shifting and changing. And then now you'll know, look, we go back to the idea of dis-ease. I get that. Things start coming into us. We're not happy. Then you just simply say, I'm going to find the positive in it. I'm going to find something positive. As Bashar says, make your mantra, I cannot control what comes in. I can only control with what I do with it. Based on a positive state of mind. So now nothing, pain comes in, I'm going to find something positive in it. Dis-ease, all of a sudden a crisis comes in, house burns down, I'm going to find something positive in it. And you will match that of your inner being. You will start receiving clarity. Now, first thing you will start receiving is why it came in. That's the journey. It's beautiful. Oh, this came in because of this and this. Your inner being, that bigger perspective, as you start saying, I'm going to find something positive, will start giving you the clarity you're asking for. Every time some pain comes in my body, I almost get excited because I say, I'm going to find something positive in this, and then all this clarity comes in. Sometimes videos come from that. You see? Problems, so to speak, first, but not pushing against it. I'm going to find something positive. I'll find something positive. And then all this clarity will start flowing in. When my wife went through cancer, so to speak, there's nothing out there attacking anyone. But as she went through that resistant, lower vibration, she said, I'm going to find something positive in it. I'm not going to push against it. I'm going to not see something pushing against me, which there was nothing. It's just vibration. And she recognized it and she found something positive. And she went through this journey of positivity and all this clarity started coming in. And as she recognizes all this wonderful clarity of why it happened, she shares that wonderful clarity with others that are going through that experience. As she shares it with them, she receives it back in the form of more clarity. Do you see? As you start receiving back more and more clarity, then the body will no longer need to experience it. And then it will let go. The best thing you can do, if anyone's out there having some kind of experience they don't like, don't prefer, instead of pushing against it, which just causes more, and then causing some enemy outside yourself that doesn't exist, you simply, I'm going to find something positive in this, and then the clarity will start coming in to let you know why you received it. The more you recognize this is telling me why, now I know why it came in the first place. Then take that clarity, take that goodness, and share it with everyone you can. And as you share it with them, you will receive it back. And as you receive it back, you will no longer need to experience what it is you are experiencing, because your vibration will shift and it will go away of its own accord. That's it. That's the process. Does that make sense? Take what it is, let it be what it is, don't invalidate it. I'm going to find something positive in it. Look for the clarity for what comes in. I've got much clarity for all kinds of stuff that's coming in my body. And then now take it. Realize the clarity is telling you why it came in the first place, because what you needed to learn, what you needed to experience in order to find the positive flow, and then share it with everything and everyone. And as you share, it will receive back. And as you receive back, you'll feel good. And you'll recognize, wow, if I wouldn't have experienced that, I wouldn't have been able to share that. If I wouldn't have experienced that, I wouldn't have been able to receive the clarity back. And you'll start validating it instead of invalidating it. Does that make sense? There's nothing to invalidate. It's perfect. But there is many things to validate after it comes in. I hope you're able to receive that. Sit with that. That's a big subject. Positive flow. Positive flow. No matter what comes in. Don't push against. There's no enemy. There's no enemy. Clarity will come from it. Let go of reaction and watch your world shift. Let law of attraction do what it does. Take that with you. As always, it is up to you what you receive. If you like it, hit the like button. Otherwise, keep subscribing. And as always, my unconditional love and appreciation.